My child, hear me now. This is urgent. Not because I threaten you, but because I love you. You are closer to a turning point than you realize. The direction you choose today will shape your tomorrow and many tomorrows after that. I am speaking so you can live, so you can be free, so you can walk in the purpose I breathed into you before you were born. Listen, why this warning is urgent. I do not rush you to frighten you. I call you quickly because time passes and hearts harden. Drift is quiet. Deception is subtle. Numbness arrives slowly. And when it does, it steals focus, dulls desire, and rewrites your future without asking permission. You think you have more time, later. But later is a road with few signs and many cliffs. I want you present with me now. This warning is not about doom. It is about direction. It is not about punishment. It is about protection. I stand at the door of your decisions, knocking, not to take something from you, but to rescue the person you truly are. The you that shines when you are aligned with me. The 5 dangers pulling you off course. Number 1, lay number heart. Disguised as, I'm fine. You tell yourself you're okay because you're functioning. You work, you post, you scroll, you smile. But the flame within has grown small. You used to feel awe. Now you feel only obligation. You used to sing. Now you sigh. Numbness is not peace. It is the quiet before collapse. Let me defrost the ice and awaken desire. Do not call numbness maturity, nor distance wisdom. 2, lies wearing the clothing of truth. Half-truths look sensible and sound compassionate, yet they keep you captive. Everyone does it. It's not that serious. You deserve this escape. Lies do not announce themselves with a trumpet. They whisper in the rhythm of your preferences. Test what you believe. If a belief keeps you smaller, meaner, or more afraid, it did not come from me. 3, Federation independence marketed as strength. You have been told that needing no one is a virtue, but isolation starves your soul. You were crafted for connection, first with me, then with others. Independence without intimacy is a brittle shell. True strength is dependence rightly ordered. You anchored in me. You honest with safe people. You humble enough to be taught. 4, hidden cycles and secret exits. When pain rises, you run to the same exits, habits that promise relief but deliver chains. You close the door, you say you'll stop, you restart, you hide. My warning is not that you are beyond help, but that secret battles cannot be won in secret. Bring what is hidden into light. Shame flourishes in silence. It dies when you let me and trusted people see. Number 5, throws that take the place of me. What you treasure shapes you. When money, status, applause, or control become your center, love becomes a task, and people become tools. You are not made for the slavery of image. You are made for glory that cannot be bought or lost. Hold the gifts I give with open hands. Hold me with both arms. The signals I've been using to wake you. You have noticed them. The restlessness that arrives in quiet rooms. The same phrase appearing in different places. A conversation that lands too precisely to be random. A closed door that felt like a failure but protected you from harm. A memory that returns with unusual clarity. A conviction you cannot shake. These are not accidents. These are the taps on your shoulder from the one who sees your whole path. I have been threading my voice through ordinary moments so you would not miss me. Words for the wounded. I see the places where you were not protected, where trust was broken, where the people who should have held you used their hands to harm or their silence to watch. Hear me. Your wound is real, and your worth remains. You did not deserve what happened, and you do not need to carry it alone. I am near to the broken in ways the whole cannot comprehend. I will walk with you into the rooms you fear, not to relive pain, but to remove its sting. Healing is not forgetting. Healing is remembering without the chain. Let me untangle the lies trauma left. You are not hard to love. You are not too much. Your emotions are not enemies, they are messengers. You are not defined by the worst thing done to you or the worst thing you did. You are defined by my voice, and my voice calls you beloved. Words for the worried about. Provision. You've been rehearsing scarcity like a script. You've counted what you lack and overlooked what you carry. Your future is not throttled by someone else's decision. I open doors no hand can close, and close doors no force can pry. Work with integrity. Rest without guilt. Give generously. Save wisely. But above all, trust me. I do not build your life on unstable ground. The path I map includes enough for your assignment. Not always your fantasies, always your needs, often your holy desires. Words for the cynical and tired. Disappointment can turn intelligence into cynicism. You call it realism. I call it armor built by hurts you never sat with me to heal. Skepticism that protects you from gullibility is wise. Cynicism that protects you from hope is prison. Remove the armor. Risk believing again, not in illusions, but in me. You cannot receive new beginnings while clutching old endings with a clenched fist. How to test that it's really my voice. I do not manipulate. I do not shame you into movement. My conviction is precise and hopeful. The enemy's condemnation is vague and hopeless. Test the voice you hear with these questions. Does it align with love? My words never ask you to dehumanize another or yourself. Improper, clean peace. Not the numbness of avoidance, but the steadiness of truth embraced. Does it cultivate humility? My guidance does not inflate your ego, it enlarges your heart. Skladi is endure in quiet. Hype fades in silence. My voice grows clearer there. Does it bear good fruit over time? What begins in me matures into patience, kindness, self-control, and courage. If a word drives you into fear, isolation, or cruelty, it is not mine. Reject it. Return to me. If you ignore this warning, I do not curse you. I honor your choices. But choices have momentum. Ignore me, and drift increases. What is small today becomes a pattern. What is a pattern becomes a prison. Doors that could have opened will remain shut because the version of you needed to walk through them was never formed. Regret visits late, but it brings heavy luggage. I speak now to spare you then. If you heed this warning, you will notice life waking in your chest. Your mind will clear. Courage will rise. Relationships will mend. Some quickly, some slowly, some replaced with healthier ones. Old appetites will loosen their grip. Creativity you thought you lost will return. You will sleep differently. You will speak differently. Your yes will mean yes again. And purpose, real purpose, sturdy and quiet, will begin shaping your days. For the one stuck in a habit you hate. I do not despise your struggle. I commend your fight. Freedom is not the absence of temptation. It is the presence of better desires. Replace, don't just remove. Fill the emptied space with practice. Reach out when the urge rises. Step into fresh air. Drink water. Move your body. Read aloud the truth you've chosen. Turn on music that lifts your gaze. Serve someone quietly. Habits reshape appetites. Grace reshapes identity. You are not a slave. You are mine. For the one carrying confusion. If you are torn between options, here is light for your path. Choose what keeps your heart soft toward me and others. Choose integrity over speed. What you build fast without me collapses faster. Where you can grow, not just where you are praised. Commemorate with calling, alignment with calling, not merely applause. Applause fades, calling deepens. Bring me every question. I'm not weary of your asking. I am patient with your pace and firm with your destiny. When you think you failed again. Do not run from me, run to me. Failure is not your name. It is a moment in your story. Shame says, hide until you get it right. I say, come close so I can make you new. The door back is never locked. My mercy is not smaller than your mess. When you stumble, you have not disproved your calling. You have discovered where you still need my touch. My promises over you, receive them. We will not abandon you mid-journey. One will reorder what confusion has scrambled. We'll give you wisdom that fits your real life, not a fantasy. One will surround you with people who help you heal and grow. Images will redeem years you thought were wasted by turning their lessons into strength. Will make you brave where fear has lived too long. One will use your story to free others. Nothing surrendered is wasted. A prayer you can say right now. Say this to me out loud if you can. God, I hear you. I choose to stop and return. I give you what I've hidden, what I'm ashamed of, and what I keep clinging to. I release my anger, my excuses, and my endless delay. Reorder my life. Teach me to love again, with boundaries, with honesty, with courage. Heal what I cannot heal. Repair what I cannot repair. I say yes to the next faithful step. Guard my heart and mind. Lead me in the way that gives life. I belong to you. Amen. My final charge. This is not a message to admire. It is a door to walk through. Do not wait for a perfect moment. This is the moment. I am with you in it. The life you long for is not at the end of 1,000 tomorrows. It blooms from a single obedient today. Choose me. Choose life. Choose the path that keeps your heart soft and your hands open. I am not distant. I am not indifferent. I am here, closer than your breath, stronger than your fears, kinder than your harshest inner voice. Take my hand. The most urgent warning you'll ever see is also the most gracious invitation you'll ever receive. Come home, and let's begin again, now.